right. Howdy, howdy, folks. A-Train here with you for a new series on SimAirport, now available in early access on Steam. Link in the description below. Hello, Dan Payne. How are you today? Welcome aboard. Hope you're doing well. Please, if you're new to the channel, check in with your local airport code. Let us know where you are on planet Earth or beyond. So, working this 6 p.m. time frame. We're going to try to do this between 6 and 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time here in the U.S. because I seem to get decent flow at that time. I mean, like via the computer into the interwebs. After 8 p.m., things seem to go sideways. And so we're going to just try to get things taken care of during this time frame when things seem to work, and thus not bother when things don't seem to work. All right, makes sense? Cool. I thought it would. All right, everything looks green and good to go there. Let's drop this down out of sight and put this up here. All right, so I have made the executive decision that we are going to do a new game. We're going to do sandbox. We're going to do the extra large map. Why is the initial funds only 450,000? Oh, we're starting from scratch. That's why. Yeah, no, we are starting from scratch. Hola. And we are going to build us a new airport. Start new game. Start this. Miki ashi ga excel desu. Hirai ashi ga break desu. Hinai mai no ga... Was it? Hirai mai no ao ni matara start desu. Botsuke nai yoni onegai shimasu. Left foot's the brake, right foot's the gas. No crashing, please. Go on the green light. That is what I had to learn script-wise when I worked at Tsunabe Sportsland in Okinawa. A part-time job there while I was in the Air Force, working on the go-kart track. It was super cool and super awesome. Lots of fun. Gave me some spending cash to go out to the clubs. Okay. Let's see here. We can dispense with this zone. We can dispense with this zone. We're going to dispense with all the zones, actually, for now. Zones where we're going, we don't need zones. All right. With the amount of cash we have, we're going to need to open some space up at some point. All right, so if you have not, as of yet, done any kind of research into where or what or how Atlanta Hartsfield International Airport looks, it is the world's busiest airport. It's Delta's primary hub outside Atlanta, Georgia. Okay. So here's kind of how it looks. They have 5 runways, all run east-west. Okay, there's 2 on the north side of the terminals. We're just going to kind of sketch this in here so you get a picture. 2 on the north side, 2 on the south side. Okay, then there's a gap, and then there's another runway further south, and that primarily I think serves the cargo hub, which is down yonder somewhere. The interstate, like 95 or something, goes underneath. It's kind of cool. Anyway, so the way it sets up is like the road and train is on the west side, okay? And then you have the terminal building, okay? And you have, so there's ticketing, there's basically bag claim is along here and here. Then there's ticketing along here and here, okay? I'm going to kind of keep drawing away here a little bit. Okay, so you have bag claim, then you have ticketing past that, and then you have securita, right? Because you got to respect the authority of the securita. And beyond that, they have a very interesting. The T terminal is the first terminal. Okay, it's the international terminal. All right. So let's just pretend that's the T terminal. Okay. Now this is not to scale because it's huge. All right. I just want you to get a concept of what we're doing. Now, beyond that, there are a number of terminals that run like this, north-south. And it's like A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, I think. I mean, it just keeps going and going. All right? Aircraft park on this side, aircraft park on both sides of these terminals. Okay? Well, A-Train, how do people get between them? They go underground. Okay? There's an underground connection which features, there's the walkways, there's people movers. Hey, Justin Corman, what's shaking? And then there's a tram system. It's a little train thingy. It's not really trains, they're on wheels. And they run a oval shape route, dispensing and picking up passengers at each of the terminals. Okay, so we are going to be using the same underground connection to run folks across from concourse to concourse, and we are going to build it as efficiently as we can. Now, how do we get to that point? Well, we only have $1.5 million. In uh, sandbox mode, you can go as deep into debt as you want. I don't want to go deep into debt, so we have some, okay, how are we going to make this work kind of deal. Um, so what I think we're going to do is kind of phase, because I mean, I could probably sit here offline and do all of the planning for this airport, right? Do all the planning offline, and then bring it on. Oh, do the foundation construction because maybe you guys don't want to watch that. And here's how it looks. Blah 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 blah, and let's go from there. But I don't want to keep you guys out of the process either. I want you to kind of see the thought process, what goes into it, and everything else. All right. So how do we scale this and keep it reasonable? I want to push my CPU a little bit and see what we can do, how many packs we can get into this place. The airport we were just working on, Airport 41, we were 1,300, 1,400 at most. And aside, there was a little bit of lag during construction times. Um, Otherwise, I don't think my computer was having any issue with it. Okay, so uh, let's clear all this schmutz off here. So here's what I'm kind of thinking as far as this goes. Um, Obviously, we don't have it set up yet to where we can start research, start buying land and stuff like that. I don't want to go crazy like that. I kind of want to keep the build within the restraints of the game. Constraints of the game, I guess, would be the better way to put it. And that is, um, we could go millions of dollars in debt just to build the terminal. But I don't want to do that. I kind of want to build our way up to it. I mean, that gives us a reason to keep producing episodes, right? Gives you more reason to watch, and it helps you learn how to run through the process too, because we are process oriented here on the channel. So, with all that said, what I want to do, besides yawn, and besides buy fuel, Jiminy Christmas, I could really use a fuel system right about now. That would just be super cool. Let me mute my phonage here. Sorry. And exciting stuff, by the way. I'm sure at some point Nightbot's going to chime in and put this stuff up there. But if you have not as yet, down in the comments section down below, or comments, not in the description, there's a link to our Discord page. Make sure to go join us on Discord. That way you can see my game library and you can make suggestions or requests for games you might like to see videos of, how-tos or let's plays. Also, it's a good place to chat offline, say hello, chat about stuff, talk about the games or whatever. Join us on Twitch. I live stream on Twitch as well. In fact, I just made affiliate status and just unlocked some VIP badges, and it's super cool. Woohoo! Yay me! But I'd like you guys to be on there as well, not just on YouTube, but on Twitch as well, because I'm planning on kind of doing like 2 or 3 days of a week on each. All right, trying to extend my reach. I'm ex-Air Force Special Operations, but we Air Force is global reach, so we want global reach. So join us on Twitch, also on Twitter. Keep up to date with the latest on what we've got going on, and we'll post game links when we've done videos and whatnot, and let you know, hey, A-Train is going live at such and such time. So make sure to check it out. What else do we got? If you feel so inclined and have a buck or two you want to send my way, help a brother out, and appreciate us for the hundreds of hours of videos we've done. You can donate via PayPal or Patreon. become a Patreon, get special benefits on the Discord page for different levels. And those links are down below as well. So your support is greatly appreciated in any size, shape, or form. Okay, now all that's out of the way. Let's see. What am I looking for? Not that. That. Okay. So now, here comes the time-consuming process. Planning this out. Now we know the road and the rail are staying put. Okay, that's part of the reason why I chose Atlanta Hartsfield, because these are here and it works. The Atlanta is very conducive to the way SimAirport works game wise. Dallas Fort Worth International, by contrast, is not. Okay, because it has big curved terminal buildings. Atlanta Hartsfield is north, south, east, west. Boom, squares. Got it. Works perfect. So I also considered LAX, but LAX has a lot more drop-off and pickup locations, and that complicates things. So I wanted to work within the scope of the game's capabilities. All right. So that's part of what we're doing here. All right. So what we're going to need to do is establish where our entrance is going to be, and I think basically we're going to put it right here in the middle of the map. And we're going to, my primary concern here is how much room to give ourselves. So there's 10 tiles. There's 30. We're counting that as, no way I'm not making this, you can tell there's a difference. Okay. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I mean, how deep is it? Whoops. That doesn't do me any good. Just went against what I said. Well, double dumbass on you. Okay. So there's 50, 60, 70. Now, the T terminal. Okay, that's the first terminal. It's attached to the main building. All right. Oh, a couple things I was going to mention. As far as scaling goes, what I'm thinking is on each side of the spine. Okay, so this will be the underground portion. That's what I'm calling the spine. I'm thinking we'll have 60 tiles worth of gates. Maybe we'll go out this far. Maybe we'll have a 30 tile gap in the middle. Why are you going to have a 30 tile gap, A-Train? Because that's how big space you need for the large hangar. And we're going to have large hangars everywhere to have the vehicle force to service the aircraft that we plan on having. Okay? So, yeah, I think that's going to work. I think we do that. All right, so basically that means with the international terminal, we're going to be using the extra large gates. There's one. There's two. They're 30 by 30. Okay? And then here's another. Now, the way this works, numbers-wise, though, is because they're 30 by 30, 30 and 30 is 60, that means we can fit 3 smaller medium gates in that same space. Okay? I'm not planning on using the small gates at all in this build, unless we do it initially. But probably not. We'll probably just go straight for large gates, which may be upgraded or replaced later to extra large. Okay. The key aspect here is controlling PAX flow, and I may have to do a little more research and get into, because we won't do that on this episode, it's a little too early, but how to control PAX flow. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. Coming off the aircraft to simulate customs. So I think if we have 4 extra large gates, in theory we could have 4 A380s or 747s on those gates, at a given time. I mean, that in and of itself means 4,000 passengers, agents, in the terminal at a given time. If we have 4 aircraft on the gate simultaneously, right? Everybody get how I get the math? Those planes carry roughly 500 people each, 530 or so, 5 to 530-ish. Okay? Well, you got 500 arriving packs, you got 500 departing packs. That's 1,000 packs per aircraft in the terminal, taxing the CPU's capabilities at that point. All right? And that's why I say what I do as far as the sizing and everything. And kind of want to limit the scope here. Okay. Now, with this setup, that would mean that we would have a taxiway here. We're going to do a dual taxiway design. And we would have a taxiway here, which would service gates on this side. So if we did 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then you'd have hangar and service equipment here in this space. Let's see if I can. It's only 15 tiles deep, I think. The hangar is actually 24 by 30, but this would give us a little bit of room for like support road on the side, or putting our and I'm in a little bit of a toss-up over this too, because we could make this 40 wide. It makes it that much wider, because then we've got a couple different ways we could do things. If we made it 40 wide, then we'd have room to do hangars like this, you know, and opposing. And then have like roads up the middle. And then they'd have, you know, their baggage deals. The only problem is then these would have to be pushed up against the building. That's not really a big problem. And then we got to put the baggage depots over here by the taxiway. So there's some options, and that's why this gets complicated, and why I wasn't necessarily going to sit here with you guys watching through the entire design process, because it gets complicated. How do you do this? How do you want to do that? Blah, 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 blah. So this changes everything if we go to this design, but it also means then we've got additional vehicles available. I mean, basically you'd have one of these serving these 2 gates with 2 fuel trucks and 3 baggage carts, and one of these serving these 2 gates with, again, 3 baggage carts and 2 fuel trucks. Over here you have the same setup. You basically wind up then with a baggage cart for each gate and 2 fuel trucks for 3 gates. Okay. But that may not be the most efficient way to do it. And that's where this gets complicated. You know, we may put additional hangars down at the end. I don't know. Not completely sure just yet. It's just a matter of just trying to balance it all out. Now, that all said, this is just to give you an idea how it's going to look. So the trick here is, where do we start? You know, that's where it gets complicated. Where do we start? Well, to know where we start, we got to have an idea of where we're going. And this is the where we're going part. Because once we get started, we don't want to put ourselves in a situation where we can't execute what we want. So let's back all this up. Let's come over here. Let's clear everything off next to this taxiway. Okay. And let's say we go based on 20 tiles, which means we go based on 40 tiles. Right? So essentially 10, 20, 30, 40. That's the service space between the gates. All right. So then we got a gate here and a gate here. And then we got a gate here and a gate here. Okay, so now you have all that. Excuse me. Let's say we put the hangars here. They are 24 by 15, I think. 14 or 15, I can't remember. Okay, there's those, right? Now, if we put roads in here, I'm not talking about kernel roads. If we get lucky, and if is the key word. If there's 6 tiles in between, which means these are 14. Wait a minute. Do the math, moron. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's 8 and then 10. All right, so this is based on if there are 15 tiles, which is worst case scenario. We should still have room for 2 tiles in between. And that's the case. Guess what we're going to put in between? That's right. We're going to put baggage depots in between. Okay? We don't want the carts getting their bags out here on the taxiway. We want plenty of room. And having the hangars turned sideways like this and pushed away from the taxiway isn't going to 100% eliminate clipping, but it's going to pretty much eliminate clipping. There should be like 6 tiles, and I think the A380's wing will be right to the edge of that. It may go to 8, but it's going to be close. Convert, hey, how are you? Welcome aboard. Appreciate you being here. Okay, so I'm kind of digging this. You guys liking this idea here? All right. So let's eliminate this part here so it's not glomming up the screen. Okay. Thus, over here we know we're going to have terminal A, T, the T terminal, and we're going to go 30 tiles deep with it because for the big birds we want to go full size. All right. We want to go all the way, like the 82nd Airborne Division. Airborne all the way. Okay, so that takes us to the same level as there. Yep, boom, confetti. Sweet. The only thing this doesn't do for us is give us a clean, which is not a big thing because right here it's not going to matter. But right over here is where we're going to want the stairways leading down to get underground. And having these pushed up against the building, otherwise we could have a bulge out here. No, I'm not going to do that. We're going to have the ability to move massive amounts of passengers. So this is, I'm well, thank you. How are you? Thank you, appreciate it. So we're looking at here at Atlanta Hartsfield. Let's put the wall in here so we can kind of see that. All right. So now to get down to the underground, right? Are we looking at this? Is the split point? Yes, it is the split point. All right. We're going to need, and this is going to be at ground level because remember we're working here on the ground level. It says G. We're going to want stairs. Escalator. We're going to go with 6. Then, excuse me, up, and away. All right, so stairs in the middle, escalators down, escalators up. Boom, set. Okay, that's how that works. Okay, and that's, if memory serves, that's basically how the real deal is at Atlanta Hartsfield. You have stairs in the middle, and you have escalators down the sides. Hello, Heather Campbell. How are you today? So, all right. Now, then this would obviously have to get us up to the 2nd floor where Securita will be. And remember, you got to make it available so your packs can transfer flights. So, the one nice thing about this is not using the 1st floor space is going to be an enormous waste of money and empty foundation space. But at the same time, it will also give us room to run baggage stuff on the ground level and not waste a lot of money getting underground. Okay, because then we'll just have to shift it up to the to the second floor. Wait a minute. No, we're going to do ticketing and stuff on the first floor. Everything's going to be on the ground level. Now, oh, cool. Very good. We appreciate you watching. Ticketing and baggage claim are adjacent to each other. I mean, they're basically all on the same floor. I'm thinking, okay, so Jimmy John, Freaky Fast, had an idea of doing, which I'm going to have to flip because you want your drop-offs. He talked about doing drop-offs up here. Well, he did drop-offs down here and pickups down here, I think. But you need your drop-offs up here and your pickups down here. I think there's some merit to that idea. Even though basically we're going to have bag claim all through here and then ticketing over here. I just hope we've put enough space in here for it. And then security, we got to get up to the second floor somehow, some way, because all of the extra large gates and the large gates work off of the second floor. Okay, so I think we're going to go with the drop-offs on the north side, on the top side, and then the pickups on the south side. I just don't know if we've left enough room here. I mean, this is 30 tiles. And this space in this middle here, obviously there's not going to be gates in that space. So we can have, we got to get from security up, security's on the second floor. Ticketing's on the first floor. Baggage claims. I'm thinking, we're walking, walk through this with me. I think we're going to put security on the second floor. Then it's just a matter of getting the packs up to the second floor through security and onto their aircraft, or onward from there. And I hate the way the packs flow has to work at that point. Excuse me, because it's not conducive to what we really want to do. All right, so here's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 tiles. I don't think that's enough. I don't feel like that's enough. All right, so let's consider security. If we use the standard setup, it's 3 tiles by 2, or 3 by 3. This is your bag scanner, this is your metal detector, okay? And then you put a ID check stand out there. Now if you use the advanced system, it's 7 by 4, and then you put someone out here. That system seems slower to me, but I've taken the step back to realize, you know what, we're just going to have to stretch out the times aircraft are on the gate. That's just all there is to it. It's going to take longer to process people through. It takes longer to process people through. I still prefer this setup over this setup because of the space it takes up. So you can see there, it doesn't take up much space, right? So if we do that, and I got to look at this from the second floor perspective, okay? Because this is the first floor here. And what we'll do with this space available is probably put restrooms. I kind of want to go bigger with the restrooms this time too. I mean, just 1 tile. I know it sounds stupid, but let's see, 11. Oh, that's I want 11. I don't want 12. Okay, so this would allow 10 toilets, and that would allow 10 toilets, okay? So then there's restrooms, here's stairs. So at this point, we need stairs from security. God, how does it work at Atlanta? Do you go upstairs from security? I think you do. I think you go upstairs from security. I think we're going to fudge that a little bit. Oh, excuse me. I think we're going to fudge that just a little bit. Again, we're not trying to make a precise model here. We're just trying to, give you the feeling of, give you the flavor flav of Atlanta Hartsfield. Okay, that's going to be the objective here. So I guess kind of stay focused on that objective. All right. So this being said, I still think we need a little more depth here. All right. So we're going to move everything back 10, 20. Let's give ourselves 30 more tiles. All right. So yes, I'm about to nuke all this neat, pretty stuff that I drew, but that's okay. That's why we're planning. Boom. Okay, so this is the taxiway. So this is the midline. We got 20 tiles, then our first gate. Here, so 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles, or 40 tiles, and then gate here. Okay, we'll worry about what's beyond that in a bit. All right, magenta says this is our large hangars. So those are going to be 24 by 14, I think. After 15, that's okay. We'll deal with it. Okay. Then we're going to do 2 layers of road like this and like this. And we'll even do road like this, because I really wish they had road on the ramp pieces. They don't. Wish they did. Okay, so here we're going to work on putting baggage depots. And if we have to offset those, we'll offset those. Here's where it gets a little hanky. Well, yeah, no. Nope. Okay, we're right there. We're good. We're right where we're at. Right where we're supposed to be. All right, back to the white color. All right, so for now, this is the for now. Okay, we're going to go 30 deep for the T terminal. We want to have tons of room for thousands of passengers, right? That makes sense? Thought so. Okay, so in the middle. Ow, what the hell was that? You get itchy owie and think you got a bug on you or something. God, it sucks. I hate it when that happens. All right, planned wall. That's a wall. Now, 2, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Okay. There. Orange. Okay, so we're going to have 2 escalators up, 2 escalators down, and 2 sets of stairs in the middle to accommodate PAX flow. Okay, got it? Everybody happy? Good. Then we're going to go out this far so we can have 5 tiles in the restrooms. So nice sized restrooms. We'll go almost all the way over to the gate. Okay, so good sized restrooms there. And we'll have like 2 entrances on them. So you have like, door. Okay? All right, good show. There's those. Now, this is the stairs down to the underground. Okay? So now, let's drop this down. We're going to start our underground planning here. Back up. Got that there. Okay. there, and this here, this here. Okay, cool. Now, so we know that's where we need our walls for the underground. Okay, that's going to start that aspect of it. Now, we'll be messing around with that, but we need to have it pre-planned. Hello, SLK. How are you today? Thanks for joining in. Appreciate you being here. Okay, so now, to get to here, oh, wait. Let's stay focused here. All right, let's draw this planning wall on up, because this is a critical part of the planning, is understanding, planning around the gate, all right? The gates, okay? And I'm not talking about McFadden from Star Trek The Next Generation. Oof, Dr. Crusher. Okay. If you recall some of the other episodes, you can plan out where the door is going to be, okay? If you know where they're at, all right? So on these small and medium gates, you start at the edge. This is the edge of the gate, okay? And you go 1, 2, 3, 4. Tiles 5 and 6 are where the door is at, okay? So if we highlight this, and we go to Objects and go to Large Aircraft Gate, and we rotate, look, Shazam, it lines up. A-Train, how'd you know that? Well, because I do. And that's where it lines up on the small gate, okay? But on the extra large gate, it does not. It goes at tiles 8 and 9, I believe, okay? So we need to go over 3 from here. Fill that back in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, I think it's at 9 and 10. I think it's at these 2 tiles. Or it's at 10 and 11. Let's go back and check this. Yes, there it is. Okay, so it splits at this point here. So it's tiles 10 and 11 are where the door will go. All right, why is that important? Because now we can plan where our gate agent desks are going to be, and where our queue lines are going to be. Oops, wait a minute. Nope. We don't want them on that side. We don't want them that close. We want an extra tile over. Remember, the interface side is this side of the desk. So if the gate agent desk is facing left, all right, a little insight here. If the gate agent desk is facing to the left, see the computer screen? That's the interface side. Okay, so it's going to be the top tile. That's the interface. Okay. So as far as our queue lines go, you know what? I have a plan. Let's move this down 1 as well. Here and here. So now we're going to do a queue line for first class packs. And these are, remember, these are big aircraft, so we're going to go big. All right. We're going to put them there. Now, get Pink involved here, because so what? She's still a rock star. There's 1. There's 2. And then let's draw in 3 and 4. There are our queue lines. Okay, we could always make them a little bit longer. And this is the key. When you're using these extra large gates, I really recommend you go 30 tiles deep with the terminal. Unless you do a multi-level deal where you have your departure lounge on like the 3rd floor, and then you have a stairway set going down to the 2nd floor, and boom, there's the door. So people are dinking around on level 3, they go downstairs and they get on board the airplane. So all this stuff's actually on the 3rd floor. That makes life a little easier. Okay. So there is that setup. Now, that said, what this allows us to do at this point is start lining up, where would benches and stuff be? All right, well, if we do a bench there, and then we do back-to-back benches, back-to-back benches, back-to-back benches, back-to-back benches, and, oh, look, Shazam. It works out just right. We can put some stuff in the corner, put some 4-packs benches along here, maybe do a 2 or 3 packs here, boom, confetti. All right. And then over here, you know, we can make the building wider as long as because we know the future plan also says there's going to be another gate here, right? You know, so for now, it's just going to be to, you know, whatever point we make it. But this way we can put some extra benches over here and what have you. Now, so here's all this stuff over here. But we've got lots of room for kiosks and support equipment and what have you. Now, the difference between this terminal, the T terminal, and the A through E or F terminals, whatever, A through G, is those terminals will be served from both sides. Okay? So then it gets a little more complex as to your positioning of stuff. We will probably still go 30 tiles deep on those terminals, simply because it gives us, you know, a little more flexibility in what we want to do. Okay? All right, Convert, take care. Good seeing you. Hope you have a great evening. Okay, so, all right, so here's the plan coming together here on this end. Now let's go up to this end. Let's do the same deal. All right, we know the gate is going to be here. Okay, so we will do our gate agent desks here and here, here, and here. We will do first class check-in line here. Boom. 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 And boom. Okay, cool. And this goes up here. We'll take an extra tile past for giggle's sake. And then benches. You know what? And here's what we're actually going to do. We're going to extend these out an extra row. Why? Because then we can get 2 benches in there, which means our seating capacity now is this here. Okay, obviously on this end we'll cut it short, but that's just temporary. Okay. 4, 4, you know, whatever. We'll figure all that out. Okay, so that's minor stuff. Now we do want to make sure we do this on this end too, because I want to make sure that we have lots of seats in the international arrival departure. So this setup over here will go 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so that right there is another 32 seats, 36 seats that we just drew in. All right. But then here we get to the situation of how do we handle arriving packs when it comes to, so they don't have customs in the game, right? And customs would be good to be able to play with and, you know, say, let's, you know, we need to route the packs to the 3rd floor, which is what they do at Narita, Japan. I believe you go up to the 3rd floor to Customs and Immigrations. And maybe that way at DFW as well. So it's a matter of keeping track of where everyone goes. I don't think that's going to be in the build anytime soon, so we're not going to fuss with it. All right, so now we've got the basics of our terminal layout. Now we back up from that because we need to come downstairs from security. And the question is, at what point do we have security here? Because security is going to be on the Oh wait, this is all on the second floor. Security's on the second floor, which means security's just going to come straight through. Is that the way we're going to do this? I think that's the way that we're going to do this, I believe. You know, I have a question. Not sure if there's an answer for this. Objects. Ops. Escalator. Got to research it. That's stupid. Indoors only. Well, okay, that's still doable. It's still doable. So, do we look at having everything on the second floor? The idea Jimmy John posed, which I find intriguing, would be to do basically a loop road. It would go something like this. Okay. And then your drop-off zone would be here. And then you'd have the opposite, except your pickup zone would be here. And then there would be a road associated with that. And that's an interesting concept. Okay, so there is the concept. Now, baggage claim would be down in here. Ticketing would be along through here. Then you get to security. Securita. Now, if we did this, I suppose we could just have like a bunch of stairs and escalators going up to the second floor. Drop-offs and pickups, and then people could come out and drop down. Same thing on the end. And then they go out to the light rail station, which would be here-ish. I don't think that's a terrible idea. Anybody have any thoughts on this? Feel free to chime in on the chat. The other thing may be that we want to actually make this whole deal, whoops, that we want to make this whole deal 40 tiles wide. I mean, that's a hell of a lot of space. But then that also allows us to put in a crap ton of security. And boy, Atlanta, does anybody remember? Anybody flown through Atlanta Hartsfield lately? I'm trying to remember. Hartsfield Airport. Okay, I'm going to look up some imagery here. Yeah, no. Are there gates on the ends? Kinda, not really. Okay, so that's good. All right. So Atlanta Hartsfield Airport terminal map. Let's do that. Okay, so now the idea here is to try to determine here's like a three-dimensional map. MARTA, public ground transportation, curb pickup, curb drop-off. Oh, you know what? This does work out. Okay, Jimmy John is completely correct. Curb pickup and curb drop-off are on Terminal North and Terminal South. And all public ground transportation is on the west side. Okay, that works well. So it's upstairs to, and it's like everything is on the ground level. And then you go upstairs from there. Okay, then that's what we're going to do. This is how we do it. Okay, so this is all on the ground level. Thus, getting up to, we don't have to, We have to get up to the second floor because this is on the second floor. Okay. And we will. So this is on the second floor. Then this is going down to basement 1, right? So then we've also got to have a connection to get up here from the first floor. Well, A-Train, why would you take people up to the second floor if they don't need to be on the second floor? Because I don't think that connection's there. Maybe that connection is there. That connection's there. Yeah. So here's how we're going to work that. We're going to take this out here. Okay. I have a plan. All right. And that's going to be the middle walkway. And so what we'll have is back over here, we're going to have escalators up to Terminal T, or stairs up, escalators up, multiple ways to get up, that, and this. Okay, so security is going to be right here. Once you clear security, no, we're not going to put that in the middle. What a dolt. Put that in the middle. Stuff in the middle will be to take people down. All right, so we're going to give some room here. Let me draw this out just a little bit here. All right. We're going to let people in the middle take the stairs and escalators down. So this is, again, this is ground floor. Shoot, I've drawn all this on the ground floor, and technically this stuff needs to be on the second floor. That's okay. We can copy it over. Or we can make it work. From the ground floor, people are going to need to get down to the basement level so that then they can catch the people movers and stuff. All right, so right here, we're going to use this space to, people can go down to basement level, or they can go up. So this is down to basement level. So we got escalators, 2 down escalators, 2 up escalators. Maybe that'll be enough traffic flow. Maybe we should leave room for 6 just in case. Okay. So there's that. All right. That's going up to 2. No, that's going down to basement. These are going to go up. Whoops, what happened? These will go up. So we'll put a wall in there. And then we'll have basically 3 rows with escalator, escalator, stairs. Same deal over here. Escalator, stairs, escalator. Okay? So that gets us up to 2. And this gets us down to basement 1. We'll set that up. Set this up. Okay. Altitude, yeah, 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 okay. So the end of security will be here. So this area here will be the security zone. This 20 tiles of depth. I think this 30 tiles of depth here will be ticketing. And then this area over here will be baggage claim. How's that float everyone's boat? Are we tracking? Have I put you to sleep yet? We having fun? Let's draw walls along here. This is the ground level of the terminal. This takes you all the way out here to the road, essentially. There we go, like that. So then what we'll do is we'll have the doors over here, basically. Like here, here, you know, and then have series doors here. All right, so let's look at security. We want to have some walkway space at the back side of it, okay, for packs to transfer around or whatever. And then we're going to need our lines. So if we go with the big system, that's how much space it's going to take. Now that's with the remote bag scanners. We could use the X-ray machines with them. Any way we slice it, it's going to take 3 tiles of width. Okay. So let's just run this out to its logical conclusion. Wait, let me see the objects here, and let's see ops, and let's take a closer look at this guy. This guy. This, really? Nuts. You know what? Oh, crap, we can't do that. I still got to bring in the officers to unlock the lower stuff. Okay. So we'll work around that. Basically, this is just to get us a depth of how everything's going to work. Right? So let's just say we did that. You know what? Doofus. Just draw the line straight up through here. Right there. Now, go 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. This will save us a lot on security personnel if we can use the advanced bag scanners. Somewhere in here, we're going to need like a wall. Uh-oh, what just happened? What just happened? Uh-oh. We just went into kibitzing mode. Okay, well, it's after 7 o'clock. That figures. So, everything just fell off the face of the earth on me, gang. And, yeah. Now it doesn't look like anybody's watching. That sucks. Can anybody still hear me? Anyone? Class? Bueller? Yeah, 7 o'clock is when things just went sideways on us there. That's not good. Okay, so all right, somewhere in here I want to throw in a couple of walls. here looks like a good place, and here might be a good place. So let me redo this. And all right, so this is bag scanner. 1, 2, 2. You're here. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, then that would be a good place for a planned wall right there. Good. This, oops, nope. This breaks the space up better. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, cool. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 security lines. Wow. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Of course, we could always make it wider. So, I think we're okay with this, and to start with, we'll be okay with just this. Right? Or this, whatever portion we decide to do. Okay? So there's security. There's part of security. Problem is now we need I think we're going to need to push some of this back a little bit, because what we want is we're going to want the stairs up to the second level. Actually, to second level, that's the space there. Hey, Jimmy John. Oh, hello, Lee. Welcome aboard. Appreciate you being here. Let's use yellow for the yellow brick road. We're going to leave ourselves a tile there. We want this to be a 6 tile wide path. I want to leave 6 tiles wide. Coast to coast like butter on toast, baby. There we go. All right, that's going to be open space for PAX flow. And then that leaves us 9 tiles on this side. Yeah, okay, I think that'll work. I think that'll work nicely. All right, which means these right here, I want to push further back. So this is going to actually give us more room for security. We're going to be shifting. God, I wish I could copy and paste this. We're going to shift all this over to the right. So have these guys come up about here, and we'll shift that over one more tile. Crap, did we just fall off again? Okay, nope, looks like we just got caught up. Okay. Okay, so now let's take this part out and this out. Let's move this wall back, and let's put this over here. Now, our escalators and stairs up will be here, 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 there, there. Okay, so we'll have sets on either side eventually, which means this stuff we can move into this space, which means all this can now get cleared out. Okay, so these will be stairs down to the lower level, to the basement. Stairs and escalators. Okay, these are going up, these are going down. Okay, so if we do that, we don't have that planned as yet. That's all good. We may not need those there. Because people here on the second floor could go downstairs here. No, we really don't have that set up though. All right, so planned wall, this needs to be here. Okay, and those can go that way. Then we got room for restrooms, kiosks, whatever we want to put over here and here. Remember, that's going to be up on the second floor. We've kind of drawn part of the second floor on the first floor here. All right. All right, so Jimmy John, Freaky Fast, you will be happy to know that we are going to be using your plan somewhat. So like drop-offs is going to wind up being like over here. Okay, and pickups is going to wind up being over here. This is Atlanta Hartsfield, for those of you who may have missed it. We are planning a model, I say model, of Atlanta Hartsfield International Airport. That is the plan. Okay, so then we have a road like this, and then the road will go like this, and then the road will go like this. And then over here, the road will do a similar deal where it goes like this, and like this, and like this. So we'll have a loop. You'll come in, drop off, come in, baggage claim will be here, ticketing will be here, Securita is here, which now we have to redraw because somebody's a doofus. Very trying. Okay, that gets there. Now we picked up that much more room for security. I kind of like it. All right, so we got all that flow space. So let's do like 7 tiles there and there because of the odd number of tiles we've got here. And then if we do a, wait, what a doofus. Don't do that. You gotta leave room at the end. Leave 2 tiles at the end. Screw them. All right, and we'll just draw this line up through here. And 1, 2. There we go. Now we're back on track. Okay, let's do this here, and this here. Okay, and then clear out of this. Then you've got this open area here to transfer either up to the second floor or down to basement 1. The road does almost go up to the T gates. Okay, well, it's not going to be an exact model, but we're working on it. We're making progress here. I mean, we're spending this entire first episode just with planning. But failure to plan is planning to fail. Right? So this is going to be a complex project, and it's going to take a lot of work. And we got to have a good plan going into it, so we can kind of have a baseline of where do we start. Okay, there we go. So now we put ID check stands yonder. And then again, the moron. There. Now, that's only 12 security checkpoints, but the plan will be, if we need future expansion, that we will bloom out like this. And we can bloom out like, you know, this way. So if we need more Securita, we will make all the Securita we need. And this will be on the first floor, so that means then we can just make, you know, the walls go like this to control PAX flow, send them down this way to the stairs and escalators, either down to the basement level, out to gates A through, or concourses A through whatever, or upstairs to T terminal and international. Okay, so there's the first floor. Now, beyond this, we need to get in, so we're going to have people coming in over here. So I think we'll start on this side so we get drop-offs close. I'm not worried about people getting the pickups. Take your time, get out there. Okay. The only question that remains is, how do people blast out if excuse me, wait, we may have an answer to that. Let's go back to our handy dandy picture. Where's that? That's on the internet. Okay. People go upstairs. There's security. People come down or up from the atrium. They come up in the middle of the atrium. Okay. To baggage claim. Okay. I like it. Let's make that happen over here. So this is going to be the atrium area. So baggage carousels are going to wind up being, we know they're 3x5. We want to leave space around them. So I don't know. 3 tiles between them seems sufficient. I think so. Okay, so this will give us 10, and then we'll probably, that's 2 tiles off the wall, right? Yep, 2 tiles off the wall. Okay. Okay, so there's 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Is anybody waltzing yet? And then if we need to, we can add additional. We could always flare this out further, or we could put another row in here, which would give us 20, and we'd still have room in the middle, I think. 1, 2, 3. We still got some room in the middle there for the atrium. Concourse. Okay, so I've got it set up that we'll just flare security out here in front of the T concourse. Here's the T concourse. Okay, so we're gonna have bag claim, ticketing, security, just like the real deal. Now the key is going to be getting up from the basement into this area, and we'll have like a couple of escalators. You know, where are we? Are we at the middle? Yeah, more or less. Let's put that there. That'll make it easier to reference. So let's say we have, a couple of escalators up like that. That doesn't show up well, does it? And then maybe we'll have a couple more escalators up over here. And that'll all be down on the first floor or on the basement. Three. Okay, cool. Magenta. There's that. Planned wall. We'll have this go this way. And the idea here will be that, folks going to bag claim will probably take this up. Folks going to get out to the MARTA will take this part. Okay. So now we just need to open this up a little bit. And that'll get us taken care of. I think maybe there's a better way. Maybe the better way would be to put these guys just a little further out over here. Yeah, that would make more sense. All right, so let's narrow it down. Let's not widen it out. Okay, so this is good to here. All right, let's come back maybe to here. And then this is all yellow here. No, it's not. It's lime. It's not lemon, it's lime. Okay, there's that. Now, so here, magenta goes here. Orangey goes here. Planned wall goes here. Like so. Then clear goes here and here. Oop, there we go. Okay, that's going to be the leads out to the exits for MARTA, which is the Metro Atlanta Rapid Transit Authority, I believe, or administration, something like that, some crap. Okay. And then we may be able to add in one more. It might be a pinch. Let's not pinch ourselves in here. All right, let's go there. Clear. And doors. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beauty. We'll put a door here. That moron. Put a door there. Put a door here. Put doors there for giggles. Giggles. And I think we're going to make a little shifty shift here. And I don't mean shifty powers shift. Quick, shifty powers. Historical reference, who is Shifty Powers? Anyone? 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 Shifty Powers. I know you've seen this. You know it. Someone knows it. Where do you know the name Shifty Powers from? Okay, that's 2 tiles. We'll just make that tight, and then we'll go. I like it. How's everybody liking this? We're liking this? Information City, all kinds of information crap over here that we've got room for benches. Yeah. Nobody knows who Shifty Powers is? Come on, guys. Somebody, by now, one of you clowns by now has Googled Shifty Powers. I know you have. Shifty Powers was the sniper for Easy Company. As seen on Band of Brothers. He was the crack shot. Okay, so now that leaves ticketing. And now what we're really looking to do is start hardening this down for the initial build. Okay, so let's see, if we do ticketing, we want 3 tiles out. So ticket desk, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, then there's room for there to be a drop down to baggage system underneath. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Could be even more, but I think we'll hold up for there right now. What we want to do here, dude, seriously? You never saw Band of Brothers? I'll let you borrow it, but you ain't close. It's tremendous. Tremendous series, tremendous history. So well made. Did you see Saving Private Ryan? I know you had to have seen Saving Private Ryan. I don't know if we're going to need those wall segments. If you saw Saving Private Ryan, Tom Hanks, Steven Spielberg, and that crew, with Dale Dye as the technical consultant, they did Saving Private Ryan. Then they did Band of Brothers. Okay? And it's about Easy Company of the 502nd Parachute Infantry Regiment, I think. 506th PIR of the 101st Airborne Division, World War II. They jump into Normandy on D-Day. They take part in Market Garden. They're the battling bastards of Bastogne. It goes, and then they wind up in the Reichstag, not the Reichstag, but the Hawk's Nest in Austria, and Hitler's mountain fortress. So anyway, if you've never seen it, you need to see it. Totally worth the watch. Okay, so what I'm checking here is just the depth, because this is where our queue lines are going to be for security. And 8 tiles is a good number because then we can do some cutouts. That way we can have like information boards up here at the front. So, you know, it glows. Turn out the lights and I'll glow. To the extreme, I rock a mic like a vandal. Light up a stage and wax a chump like a candle. All right, there we go. Let's do that, and some of this. You want some of that? We're going to give you some of this. A little bit of this, a little bit of... Nope, we're not going to give you that. We're going to use these open slots here where the walls are to put in plants and information boards, garbage cans, what have you. Just a little bit of separation. We may actually do first class lines through those. So let's highlight just in case we do first class. And flight crew stuffs. That'll work. Because we will wind up having a lot of first class passengers because we're having big planes. The big planes, you know, they could have 2-3 dozen first class packs, possibly more. All right, so there's the general layout. Here is ticketing. Here's bag claim. Ticketing is going to go through here. All right, this gives us room for queue lines thusly. Maybe we have a queue line like that. And then we have, that would be a first class line. Then we have schlub line. And then we have another schlub line for us schlubs. And then we have another 1, 2, 3, and then we do this one. And then we do 1, 2, 3, and then we do this one. All right, this is working. See, with this planning, then we can see where we want to start everything to make our initial construction. 2, 1, 2. There we go. All right. I like it. What do you guys think? The Russian sun don't take a dump without a plan. That's what we're looking at for the initial build. And then we'll do additional ticketing over here to match that mirror image. And then we might, and then we'll do ticketing kiosks all up here in the middle. I think this is going to work. We may have room for additional ticketing over here. The only thing is that's going to stretch out here, and then we got to have ticketing kiosks. We're going to put some ticketing kiosks. Let's see, planned wall. Escalator's going to come up. These are going to be escalators up because we don't want people going down there. Get down. We're not going to let you get down. So then we'll do, I don't know, we'll do a neat little information board, and we'll put a pretty little plant and all this willy foo-foo stuff in here. Okay, cool. I think that's enough planning there for now. I think, all right, wait, no, so now that we've got this planned, okay, so we've got the initial terminal plan coming together, and we know this is going to be on the second floor. That's going to be easy to mimic because the door of the gate is going to determine where everything goes, right? And that's a given. That's all planned. Okay, so this is our taxiway. Ghost Wave, yellow. Howdy, howdy. How are you? Welcome aboard. Hope you're having a great day. Middle with the hallway to security. What? Okay, let me walk you through this so I can show you what. All right, here's baggage claim. These are going to be escalators up from the basement. Okay, so packs coming from the other concourses, A through G, whatever it is. There will be a hallway that connects all this, essentially out like this. Okay, this is, yeah. So packs flow will come out through here. They'll leave the secure area. We'll probably build restrooms under here just in case. And then they can go up these 2 escalators to get the bag claim, or they can go up these 2 escalators. If they don't have bags, go right out the door to catch the train. Or they'll go up these escalators, go out the door to pickups. Okay, here's ticketing. These are ticket desks arrayed along here. There'll be more arrayed along here. There'll be ticketing kiosks in the middle. All right. So here's security. Here's the security queue lines. All right. 3 tiles wide by whatever, 7, 8, 9 tiles deep. The single orange lines are for first class. We've been planning this since, I don't know. How long ago did we start? Let's look at OBS. We've been working on this for an hour and a half. All right. So yeah, this is taking a little bit of planning. This whole episode is pretty well set up for planning. We're building the model of Atlanta Hartsfield Airport. So that is that the sub or the bottom basement? Which part? This part, this is ground level. This is actually going to be second floor because this is gate related. Basically, once we get past this point here, we're not going to have any PAX activity on the first floor. All right. So that is the plan. You know what? That is the plan. It occurs to me that there's no need for this right here. It occurs to me. Well, no, because people got to get back up. So, because people have to transfer from the first floor, from all the other terminals over to T terminal, and vice versa. So they're going to use these escalators and then a second set of escalators up to the second floor. And those would wind up being basically right here on this side of this. So then how are people going to get from here out of security? Hey, train, did you think of that? No, kind of didn't. Which leads us back to, what is this space being used for here? Because that could be switched out. Because once you've gone through security and you're on the first floor, if this is from the first floor down to the basement level, then we've got to get from one to the other here. So we got to get from the second floor out of the T terminal and out of the secure area. Oh, thank you, Ghostwave. I appreciate that. There's a hallway through ticketing that connects upstairs. Okay, Jimmy John knows Atlanta Hartsfield. Connects upstairs for second security area, and that's where T-gate arrivals go down. Okay, so you're saying there's a hallway like here effectively? So I'd basically have to take out this security area and move it up to the second floor for the T-gates. Is that what I'm understanding you're saying? Which seems like, well, we'd have to do some modification, because I wouldn't just want 4 gates for security, or 4, yeah, deals for security for the T-gates. I'd want 6 or 8, so we'd have to shift some of this stuff around. Not that we can't do that. Wait a minute, let me look back at this, because I'm trying to understand the picture here a little bit. All right, so it looks like there's security's there, then it gets narrow. Ticketing's down here and here. Man, security just doesn't flow efficiently enough within the game for it. Man, I wish there were some pictures in the terminal. There's 2 security areas. Okay, very good. Now let's see here. Is this, that's ticketing. Oh, there's ticketing kiosks. Oh, pretty. Okay, that's a good picture. What is this picture of? Oh God, that's the baggage system. Yikes! We're not even worried about that yet. Okay, this is in D concourse. Okay, just bear with me for a minute here while I'm looking at some pictures. I'm just trying to get an image of what Jimmy John is talking about here. Let's see here. Let's see here. Okay. South baggage claim. Okay. It's not a very good picture. Come on. Come on, people. I need pictures. I need decent pictures of how the hell this works. Okay, so you're saying there's one security area for internationals for the T terminal, and that's upstairs. And there's another security area for the rest of the terminals, and that's on the first floor. Is that what you're telling me? Am I understanding the words coming out of your keyboard? Because we can work with that. I can work with that. It may require some adjustment to what we got going here. Possibly making this whole thing wider. But we've got I think we've got the general idea. So if there are stairs up here and security up here for these gates up here, then the security, so then there's a hallway that comes out straight out through to ticketing, you're saying, for exiting passengers, right? Am I understanding that correctly? So essentially there's a hall along here like this, more or less. Somewhere along the way there's upstairs that goes up here-ish. Yeah, I know I'm making a mess of this. I had a pretty picture there too, didn't I? That's why we do planning, folks. Plan changes. The first shot is fired. So this becomes second floor, right? So second floor then, this is basically security. Like that, on the second floor. And maybe there's stairs and escalators up like this, and like this. And then there's a hallway in the middle that shoots under all this. That's where arrivals come back in. Am I tracking here, Jimmy John? Throw me a bone. Let me know something. All right, let's do this. Let's go up and boom, 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 boom. Here's the taxiway. Man, I thought we were going to get out to planning where the runways are going to be, but nope. Not quite. There's the gate. Okay. Can you hear me, Jimmy John? Earth to Jimmy John. Am I doing this right or not? Okay, so this is going to be 30 tiles across, like that. Not 36, 100 by 30. Boom, like that. Okay, so this comes up here, and then we've got depth here to work with. I'm just kibitzing. I don't know what the hell size this thing would be for security, but let's just throw some ideas out here. We need like 4 tiles of width for walkway. 3 would do, 4 works. And then we got 8 tiles of depth for queue lines, and then we need 1 plus 7 for security. Okay, and then we need 4 tiles on the back side of security, and then we get to this side, which this side we have our givens, because we know this has got to be the wall, and we know the door has got to be here, and we know the gate desks are going to be here and here and here and here, right? And we know that we want to have the yellow brick road 6 tiles wide from here. 6 tiles wide. Oh, is this okay? It's going to overlap slightly, and that's okay. We can do that. All right. So, do I have this right? Am I tracking here? Am I on? Is this thing on? Hello? Hello? Nobody's saying anything. Am I transmitting? See, we've had some drop frames. I don't think those have been recently. Is this thing on? Somebody out there respond. Please. Damn it, Bone, say something. Nobody's saying anything. That does not help me. You guys are not being interactive here, and I'm asking for your help. Okay, I think I'm understanding though, and this, I think, we may need a little bit more width than this. Planned wall, this is 6 tiles. 6 may work. Okay, so, okay, you're, well, thanks, Justin. Appreciate you acting like you're alive out there. Look alive, people. Come on, help a brother out. All right, so this is our upstairs security deal. T-gate security. Let's draw this line straight up through here. And every 3 tiles we draw a, this is, I'm drawing out the space for an advanced baggage scanner. I just don't know if we're going to be using them. At least not initially, we won't, because we won't have the research for them. But let's see where we get with this. Okay, that gets us to there, which means we need 1 more tile there, which means we need, you know, this much more space here, and a planned wall that's going to go like that. Okay, more or less. Or more or more or less. Yeah, exactly. Boom. That goes that way. Of course, this goes this way. 1 tile short of the yellow brick road. Okay, so there's T-gate, there's terminal T security. So now people will still be able to get out of terminal T and transfer to other flights because we'll have stairs and stuff down here. Right? So escalator. Escalator. And that means we got stairs and stairs. Okay. Wait, no. That's to get underground. Stupid. You can't do that there. You got to do it over here. Okay. So we're going to put them over here like this. Yes, like that. And then we're going to use this space behind y'all. The LMAO hallway is for packs in both directions. Okay, packs, where are they going? Oh, is this hallway, this hallway is packs both directions? Is not the LMAO hallway? That's good, because, you know, we don't want the party rockers hanging out in our airport because they work out. Okay, so planned wall. Let's do a wall here. Let's do a wall here. That's going to get us back down to the first floor. So T-gate people, international connections. This gets them down and up to the connections here, which would be here-ish. Okay, that lines up. This is good. And this should be right. Okay, there. Now, pink lime and yeah. Okay, there, there, and here. Okay, now. The hallway connects them both. Hey, Ronald Garcia, what's shaking? How are you? How you doing? Welcome aboard. All right, these are stairs and escalators to get us down to the first floor. What Jimmy John's telling us is there's a hallway here that I guess goes out and splits security. Which means I may want to widen that because that's going to be a lot of packs. I don't want just 4 tiles for all those packs to go through. So all right, so based on this being the first floor, all right, let me take some of this design up to the second. You know what the design's going to be more on. Just use what you got. All right, so let's blotch this out. Let's get this out of view, out of sight, out of mind. This is the ground floor. Okay, cool. All right, so now get the yellow brick road out of the way. Da 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 da. Dee 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 dee. Goodbye. And this is out of the way. Okay, cool. All right, so now we are focusing strictly on the first floor. The people mover drop over spots are labeled baggage claim, ticketing, and T-gates. A Concord. Okay, all right. So if you're coming up to the T-gates from underground, that's your connection here, right? If you're coming up from underground to baggage claim, that'd be these connections here. All right, so people mover, ticketing, baggage claim, ticketing, right? T-gates, and then we roll tide roll from there. Am I tracking this right? Basically, we're just pinching down because the idea is anybody going to ticketing or to bag claim is going out. These are folks leaving the airport because they cannot. You got to have a security exit somewhere, right? So what I'm trying to track is how do people get from the T-gates out of the airport? And you're saying that there's security up here. So I guess they could go downstairs here. And we'll probably need to open this up a little bit more. Because this is going to close this down to 2 tiles. So yeah, this is definitely going to have to be opened up a little bit more. And that's fine. We can do that. Let's go to El Limo. And do that and that. And then go back to white and do this and this. Okay. So now, okay, this takes us down to the first floor. Okay, so here we need this guy this way, this guy this way, and then we clear or we white out this and all this, and then this and this. Okay, this takes us to the first floor. This is ground floor. So now, let's get rid of these restrooms here. We'll replan those in here in a bit. Okay, this is starting to come together here a little bit, I think. All right, so this is going to be the exit hallway out on the first floor to ticketing, I think. Oh, it lines up. Oh, ah, this works. Whew. Okay, so there's the second floor escalators. That goes here, there, and there. And then we do this. Okay, so this is ground floor. So all this security schmutz here in the middle, because it takes some time in the middle. Little girl out of time. Everything is going to be all right. We'll redraw this. So let's white out this stuff. Wait, this is taking us out into ticketing, which is lime. Because you put the lime in the coconut. But then what the hell do you do? All right. So this can be lines getting us ready for, oh yeah. I think this is going to work. That there. So now we get rid of this here. Yeah. Okay. And then this is going to be people going upstairs, which means we need a planned wall here. I don't think we need it that far. And we may not even need it this far, which means we're not going to need this. There's definitely going to be a wall here. Okay. So this is security here. This is the exit tunnel hallway here. That the hallway is only through ticketing, not security. It's not splitting security. Ah, you're killing me, Smalls. And we only getting the Discord and the PayPal messages? Nope, there's Twitch. All right, let's hang on. Let me do this. Let me go here, and let me hit that security. Okay, why didn't it? Really? There it is. Follow us on Twitter. Okay, yeah, if you guys haven't yet, make sure you follow us join us on Discord, Twitch, and Twitter. Okay, I'll get those links up here because the Nightbot may be a little behind. And your donations via PayPal or Patreon are really super appreciated. Okay, I want to get this wrapped up here because we've been going a long time. Okay. All right, so there's no hallway. Okay. Which means this right here is not a hallway. This is where the stairs and stuff come up from down underground. Right? So we need like escalator, stairs. And then we have like 2 segments of wall, and then this is like security exits across here. And then this is wall here. And then security's behind all this. There's a path through the second floor security and through the hallway through ticketing for the ticketing arrivals. What? We're working on the ground floor here. So now I'm totally... Man, this is confusing me. Okay, we're working on the ground floor. Okay, is this kosher? I mean, how are we getting people up from ticketing up to T-level security? I've split it, so there's stairs and escalators here and here. Is that good? Yay or nay? And this is all queue lines. This is security for the T gates. then these are going to be escalators back down to the first floor, which then allow you to transfer down to the basement. Which I may as well swap these because we're going to want to have those extra 2 tiles of space there. Because now this hallway is not the hallway as I thought it was. It's coming up from the basement, which means it doesn't need to be here. So then we can go back to this, basically all being security zone. And so you walk around. There's a path through the second floor security and through the hallway through ticketing for ticketing arrivals. I'm totally confused as to what that means. There's a path through second floor security. Where does that... So you're saying second floor security is split by a hallway. Is that what you're telling me? Of course, I put up the Discord link, and then Nightbot comes along and puts it right up as well. Thanks, Nightbot. You're the best. Okay. Remember when I said this doesn't have to be perfect? I think we're about to drop back and punt to that point. You're putting dots up there. That doesn't tell me anything. I'm not understanding what you're telling me. Okay? Where do people go to? Yeah, I'm going to have to just look. I'm just going to have to do some research on this. I'm going to have to look at pictures and everything so I understand. Oh, look. There's a welcome to Atlanta Hartsfield picture with South baggage claim is Air France, Alaska, Delta, KLM, Korea, and Air, which is your Star Alliance. North baggage claim, Air Canada, AirTran, ASIG, British, Continental, Frontier, Lufthansa, Midwest, Spirit, US Airways, United Vision, World Airways. Well, where the hell's the American baggage claim? I know American Airlines flies into Atlanta. Okay, second floor needs a hallway around security. Around security. Okay, right now we're looking at the second floor. Here's security. So it needs a hall around it. And where does that hall going around it go? So let's say we plan a hall that's 4 tiles wide. 1, 2, 3, 4. And is this for arrivals to get around security? No split, but on the side. Okay, so do I have this correct then? Wraps around it, not as big as downstairs. Okay, so this is the hallway. So we're going to do 4 tiles each side. Okay, because we're talking about 500 packs coming off an airplane. Now, where do these go? Wait a minute. Maybe if I go back to... What's this picture? Where is my picture? Picture pages, picture pages. Time to play with picture pages. Time to play with crayons and with pencils. There it is. There's my picture. Okay. In known. No. In no. So where do these hallways go? Do they bypass security, then maybe drop into the middle? Maybe they are these escalators down here? Do they drop down into the atrium to get the bag claim? Okay, so there's packs coming out from the other terminals. So right now we're working on clearing packs out from the T terminal. Back the stairs, yeah, it's not as big as the first floor. Okay, okay, the scaling's not going to be perfect here, but let's working within the confines of the game and the restrictions of the game. We know security is slow as hell, relatively speaking. So we need to maximize the amount of security lines we have, right? So this will be good enough. We'll make this down here bigger. I don't care. I'm not trying to make it perfect. I'm trying to get in the feel, trying to get the feel for it, right? So where do these hallways go? Once you go past security coming out of the T terminal, do you cut over to the middle and drop down? Do they drop down over here somewhere? Over here at baggage claim? I mean, where do those hallways wind up? Do they go to the middle and drop down to the ticketing hallway? Okay, so they drop down into the atrium in ticketing. There's elevators, there's escalators. I'm looking at the map there. Okay, so what I think you're telling me, if I'm understanding the words coming out of your mouth, okay, is we can plan wall across this right here. We can have hallway like this. Okay, that hallway is going to cut towards the middle at some point, which this might as well be as good as any. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good. That gets us here. All right. And then let's say it gets us to here. And let's say this cuts across here. And this takes us to here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 tiles. Okay. This takes us over here. And this gets us to here. So we need to clear this here. Okay, now we're to a hallway. Here's the atrium. We could narrow this down a little bit, I think. Cut over to the middle. Okay, we're cut over to the middle here, right? We're coming across the middle, all right? So now we're out to the middle of the atrium. Well, how many tiles we got here? 6. We need 8. This is the side that I'm wrong on right now. So we're going to go 8. And then basically we just need stairs and escalators, right? Boom, boom, boom. Actually, it'd be all escalators because we don't want anybody going back up this way. Excuse me. So downstairs. Obviously, we got to clear this out. Okay, and does that do it? Drops us in the atrium. Oh, God. Technicality. Technicality. From a PAX flow perspective, I think we're better off doing it this way. Because now we're talking about making it wider, and we're going to take up more space, and I'm going to have to widen ticketing out. I suppose we can do that. But, okay. So you're saying... Okay. Let me see here. Let me punch over here and see what it is that you're talking about. Because maybe you drew me a picture. SimAirport discussed. Jimmy John. Okay, here's a picture. Okay, open original. Ticketing, stairs. Okay. Okay. So, so is this between ticketing and security, or it's between ticketing and baggage claim? Have I gone too far with this? Is what I'm trying to figure out? Because I'm way over here. This is security over here. So so basically, if I understand what you're telling me, then these stairs ought to be here, like this, and like this. I don't know what we're going to run into downstairs, which this is not going to work because that puts us right in front of these stairs. Okay, so these are people coming from the other gates. Which, this isn't bad if we were to move this back a tile. Clear this out. Okay, so now, hello Kareem, how are you? So orange, so then we take this and we drop it down. Wait, that's on 3. So we go here and here, which totally blocks this off. And that's how we get up to the second floor to security. Now we can move this further over. So we could move it over a couple more tiles, I suppose. So the question now, okay, but is this more or less what you're talking about? So we would do this number here, nix this. We would do this number here. This drops us down into ticketing more or less, right here. Okay, so there's that. You're going to widen ticketing out by 10 tiles. Okay, so ticketing's going to have to be widened out. Okay, I get that. All right, so this comes down here. This is people coming up from downstairs. Does that work out? People coming up from the other things, they come up here. I know, I haven't been there in years, so I'm just really trying to get a feel for this to see if we can, recreate it somewhat accurately. But then the next question is going to be, how do we get up to second floor security from here? If this is coming up from downstairs, okay. All right, so what it comes down to is I've been streaming here for 2 hours, and that's about good enough. So what I'm going to do is call a halt to our episode here. And, okay, need to press, yeah, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate everyone being here. 11 people online right now. I see 6 likes. So it means half of you don't. Oh, now there's 12. 12 folks are online. So half of you like this, and the other half are ambivalent. So I hope you'll give us a like. Everybody pile on those likes. I appreciate you being here. Make sure to share with your friends. Let them know about the channel. Help us reach 1,000 subscribers by July. That's our target. And share the game, SimAirport, link in the description below. Also, subscribe and turn on notifications with that little bell. Okay? And then, let's see, what else? Down in the description below, there's links to our Discord page. You can join the discussion there. And see my game library, so you can request games to see that you might like to see future episodes. Our Twitch channel is there as well. Join us on Twitch. We live stream on Twitch a couple, 3 days a week. Also, Twitter to get the latest from the channel. Okay. Oh, look, Nightbot just put up the Twitch link. Very nice, Nightbot. Way to go. And then if you want to help a brother out, help me upgrade my equipment and stuff, greatly appreciate any donations you'd care to make via PayPal or Patreon. Links in the description below. Okay, gang, I know this has been a long episode just to be planning stuff, but this is a complicated plan, as you can see. But we're also trying to get it kind of right. So I will probably continue working on the plan offline. Since you've got the general idea of what it is, I think what Jimmy John's telling me now is this is not effectively going to be here. So we'll lime this out. We're going to lime all this out. And we're going to let the people come up from downstairs over here-ish. Somewhere like where I originally intended. Yeah, so we'll do a little bit more work on that, clean up this design, so that our next episode we actually get the building stuff. I know you guys want to see me build stuff, and we may actually go ahead and start building in some of the, well, you know, if I start doing the foundation build, it will be difficult to see like the colors and whatever. So maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll get the foundation built in advance or something like that. Anyway, so we'll work on this offline, but make sure to join us on Discord, Twitch, Twitter, and like, share, and subscribe. Turn on the notifications so you know when we're going live again. And I'll try to give you a little notice next time because I didn't give you a whole lot of notice on this one. But, feel free to donate via PayPal or Patreon for the hundreds of hours of video available on my channel. So, with that, I appreciate everyone being here. Hope you had a great time, and I hope you have a great day, night, evening, morning, wherever you are on planet Earth or beyond. I'm A-Train, it's over, and I'm out.